guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review. And today we're taking that WWE Mattel Basic Series 142. We have Hulk Hogan in the workout gear. If you guys do remember, prior to when Hogan was released from WWE for his controversial comments, we were planning on getting a basic workout set Hogan. I don't remember what series it was supposed to be in, but very similar to what we had here. Obviously, this is the new basic articulation. You can see that on the packaging of the box for 2024. So, blessing in disguise, I guess. We're getting a more articulated, kind of more, I guess, correct-looking Hogan. He does have the darker tan. You guys can see that. He's got the white cutout shirt with the Hulkamania logo on the front. He's got the blue workout pants with the little designs around the bottom, looking like the 80s tube socks coming over his tights, as well as the black boots. Now, mind you, with the new articulation for 2024 on the basics, you will definitely get a lot more range of motion with the basic legs. And this Hogan is actually plussed up. You will see he does have the bicep cut on there. He actually does have the boot cut. So I don't know, it's a case-by-case basis where they're kind of just reusing some old tooling on the newer basics. I believe all the Hogan basics that have been coming out actually all have the bicep cut, the single jointed elbow, the boot articulation. So that is really nice that they included it with this Hulk. I was devastated. I really wanted this when they canceled it, but I'm glad we're getting it now with all these updates. You can see the awesome throwback packaging here. Got the old school image of Hulk. Basic Series 142 with the Hulk Hogan nameplate. Really looks nice and clean, especially with the white and red design. Again, you can see Hulk here even does have the gloved hands, and I just love that dark tan. Hopefully, this is a staple. We're not going to keep going back and forth because that drives me nuts as a huge Hulkamaniac. I like uniformity on my collection display, right? And when you have Hogan with the lighter tan and then the orange tan, and now they're doing that California tan for the new Hollywood Elite coming out, I hope at some point they just stick to one for each kind of era and just call it a day. But you do get the nice hot dog skin tan here on this basic. Take a look at the back. You'll see their little read-up. You got Hulk Hogan signature move, the leg drop, the awesome throwback image. Honestly, I didn't remember Hulk wearing an earring back in the day. You guys can see that. I don't know if that's photoshopped on, but I thought that was like later in his like NWO days. I didn't realize he wore it in the 80s. Just kind of noticing. You'll see the other figures in this set of Basic Series 142. We have the Undertaker, Charlotte Flair. There is two versions of the Honky Tonk Man, with one being a Chase, as well as Top Dollar, who's unfortunately no longer with the company. But enough chatting. I want to get this Basic out of the packaging and see what it's all about. So here we have our basic Hulk Hogan out of the packaging, and I can't tell you how much I am loving this figure. It is so freaking clean and so nice. But, you know, we'll save all of that for the final thoughts of this video. Obviously, this is going to be a positive one, but let's take a close-up look at this figure. You will see he does come with this beautiful head scan, and this is the same head that we've gotten with the Ultimate Edition figure. I believe Ultimate Edition Series 13 was the first Hulk Hogan to have this head scan, but something about it just looks a little different. I don't know if it's the way it was printed or what, but it just looks like Hulk Hogan is right here in the flesh. I actually do have the Ultimate Edition head, and look, obviously it just doesn't look as clean as it does on this basic. It just looks really nice, just like the Ultimate. The headband is removable, so that is a plus. You do get a little bit of an accessory, at least for a basic. He does have this nice kind of molded white Hulkamania shirt. So we have seen a few basics before with the same mold. You will see he does have the rips on the back. That looks so clean too, the way it's been painted. And he does have the updated skin tone. I believe when we saw this at San Diego Comic-Con, I think he had the lighter skin tone. I was like, man, what's going on? Are we doing this again where we're going to flip-flop back and forth? But they went ahead, they gave us a nice hot dog tan. It looks really nice. This figure just reminds me so much of that Jakks Mail-Away American-made Hogan. Obviously, it is very different. This is based on that workout gear, but he just looks so much like that figure, and it just came out so nice, man. I can't say enough good things about it. And Mattel went ahead and added some extras as far as articulation. So you do actually get a bicep swivel. That does not come on the new basics. Those are just one molded piece. But for some reason with Hogan figures, I guess just because they have the mold, they keep reusing it. So you do have the extra articulation there. Obviously single jointed elbows. You do have these nice kind of painted hands. So they are molded in white. You will see that the peg here is actually white, and they painted on the tan hands. I feel like Mattel has been going the route. There's no other way to do it, because for some reason they said that the peg color and the hand can't be the same, and obviously if they have like skin tone and stuff on there, it just wasn't possible. So this is a solution they went with, and honestly, I kind of like it. Also, with these basics, you have the new articulation for 2024. Obviously, Ringside is getting them a little earlier, but once it hits retail, it'll be next year. You do have the extra added articulation. Look how much higher he can kick. He's got that little swivel here. If you guys have not seen anything on these new basics where the actual leg can move and you get a little more articulation, you still only get single jointed knees. I will say his knees are a little tight, but it's still better than the original basics. I feel like you couldn't really bend those at all. But again, it's still a little tight. You do have the articulation at the boot. And this is not standard on all basics. LA Knight did have this, the boot hinge. The basics are going to have one solid boot piece. But for this being a Hogan figure, they threw on the added, bonus articulation for this figure. But it just looks so clean. Look at the way you got the little tube socks coming out for that workout gear. Absolutely loving everything about this figure. The head does pop off. If you guys did want to see that, if you guys wanted to try some different head sculpts. The hands also do come out on the newest basics. So basics are here to stay, man. I feel like they have really plussed it up, and they are here to stay. If you ask me, I'm really enjoying this, and this could possibly be my favorite basic ever. With the basic heads being interchangeable, you can use any of the older Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan heads on this basic figure. So you can go with this smiling head scan versus the kind of straight face scan that comes on the figure. You could even go with that crazy wild-eyed scan of him getting the pump in the gym. If you guys want to see all the interchangeable heads that you could possibly put on this may be a good for some good figure photography. Him, again, mid-rep doing a nice kind of curl or bench press will look really awesome. And if you guys had a spare set of dumbbells you could throw in there, it really plus this figure up. These, I believe, came with the Elite 30 Lex Luger, but looks great with this basic Hulk Hogan doing a workout set, and he's got the kind of crazy wild-eyed head scan. And running through a few Hulk Hogan comparisons. So on the left, we have the Elite 96, and on the right, we have the Ultimate Edition Series 13. You can see how this basic stacks up versus an Elite and an Ultimate. The skin tones are the same. They do match. So even if you want to throw the Elite 96 head on this basic Hulk Hogan, you can even go that route too. And for a few basic Hulk Hogan figure comparisons, so we have the basic 139 here on the left in his ring gear. I did plus him up with the belt from the Ultimate Edition and one of the cross necklaces, but this figure looks great. You can see how it stacks up versus this new basic 142. On the right, I believe this is a Walmart Superstars entrance line. This is one of the last figures that came out before Hogan got canned the first go around. You can see the shirt mold is exactly the same. This is the same mold that we did see prior with the older figures. Also, the skin tone you will notice is a lot lighter. You can see how much better it looks with the dark hot dog skin tone as well. You can see the articulation again is the same as the older basics. He does have the bicep cut as well as the boot articulation here on the bottom, but definitely big strides in basics in 2024. One last comparison for you guys. So we have Hulk Hogan with his workout partner, Mr. T. These look great stacked next to each other side by side as well. Before we wrap up here with some final thoughts, if you guys are enjoying this video review, please do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. Comment and let me know what you think of this figure. Will you be picking it up? Is there any other things you'd like to see me cover in these video reviews? Please drop a comment down below. And don't forget to turn on those notification bells. Stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my channel. As far as this basic figure goes, I absolutely love it. There's no flaws in it in my mind. For an $11 and $12 figure, you get a pretty decently articulated figure. The deco on it looks pretty nice. It's just such a different Hulk Hogan. The articulation is way better than we were getting with the other basics. You get some interchangeability, and this head just looks so freaking clean. If you don't like this head, you have other Hulk Hogan figures in your collection. You can definitely swap it. I went ahead and plussed them up, so I threw on the weight belt from the Superstars Hulk Hogan figure that has been hitting Walmart to kind of give him a little something extra, similar to actually the weight belt that came with that Jakks mail-away figure. I threw on the cross necklace, and I got this workout piece of equipment here from my Ultimate Edition Mr. T to really plus him up. This is probably how I'm going to leave him on my display. I actually did grab two. I wanted to point out, be careful putting dumbbells and stuff in his hand. I had a little bit of some paint chipping on the finger. I don't know if you guys can see that. Because it is painted skin tone on there, some of that white did seep through. I don't know if you're going to catch it on camera. It's very minor. I just wanted to point that out for you guys who like to play with your figures, but can't recommend this figure enough. I'm going to go on a limb and not only say this is the best basic Hulk Hogan figure that Mattel has made. In my mind, this is the best basic figure ever in the Mattel line. Fight me if you want to. Drop some comments down below and let me know. But I absolutely love everything about it. Obviously, I'm a little biased, but to me, for a basic figure, it's so good. I'm definitely going to be picking up more. I grabbed 2. I probably grabbed some extras for my collection. Just really love it. If you want this figure, it is now available and shipping at ringsidecollectibles.com. When you guys shop, use promo code FortLife. Will save you 10% off your order. Before you go, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. I will catch you all on the next video review.